Friday thoughts. It's December 15th, 2023. It's almost Christmas. Praise the Lord. You know, we got our Christmas tree up here. Ruby. She's a real beautiful tree. She's been bringing us a lot of Christmas joy this season. Very grateful. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Friday Thoughts. Just another week. Hope you guys had a good week. Yeah, it's the holiday season. I feel like I've noticed that most people are just in a better mood, you know, when it's getting close to Christmas time. Everyone's just feeling a little more jolly, a little more gracious, a little more kind, and it's beautiful. So, speaking of just being positive, I don't know if you guys have heard of Tony P. He's a Instagram influencer, I guess, but he more is just a super positive guy and just like walks you through his life and just a day in his life, and he like cooks and he does his outfits. He like shows his outfits. It's very funny, but he's just a good dude and he doesn't cuss or say anything weird or anything. He's just like a happy guy living life, and you know, it's just good content. I love to see it. And other news, not so good news. Ted Leonsis, or whatever his name is, the owner of the Wizards, is planning to move the Wizards and the Capitals to a new arena in Alexandria, Virginia. And I do not like it. It's like, why move the Washington Wizards and the Washington Capitals out of Washington? Like, I know the Commanders are in Maryland, and yeah, there's that argument, but I don't really care. Like, it's Washington, D.C., it's the Wizards, it's the Capitals, Capital One. Like, I mean, they've changed the name of the arena so many times, but like, why it's like taking DC out of DC, and it's just really bothers me, and it really makes me upset. And it's making a lot of other people upset. I've seen on Twitter and just word of mouth, you know. And it's like no one's happy with the decision. Yeah, he's the rich guy who owns the team, but it just seems so unethical that like he can just rip it out of the Capitol and just do what he wants because he wants his stock to go up or whatever. It's a more financially smart move for him. It's like, man, you are already so paid. Like, just sell the teams, move to the Bahamas or whatever, just go retire. Like, let us keep our teams. Like, you know, I mean, the Wizards stink, but I still love them to death. And I haven't been to a Caps game, but I've heard that it's a super fun experience. So for that to change, and you know, for us just not to be able to hop on the Metro at Shady Grove and just go to Gallery Place in Chinatown, you know, it's the culture of DC, man. It's a beautiful thing that people take for granted, and they're like, oh, there's so much crime. It's like, yeah, there's crime, but there's crime everywhere. Like, it's just such a cool place. Like, don't let that like ruin sports in DC. And it's gonna take away so many jobs for people in DC, and it's just gonna hurt the economy there. And I just think it's a bad look. So Ted, if you're listening, I don't agree with you, my guy, and I think you should really think about this decision before you go forward with it. So that's all I'll say on the matter. It's Christmas season, Christmas shopping, and it's getting close. It's getting down to the wire, and I barely started my shopping, so I gotta get a roll on that. But yeah, it gets crazy in like Target or wherever you're shopping. It's just, there's so many people, and you really gotta keep your head on a swivel. And like parking is just, oh my God, it's a nightmare. Parking in Montgomery Village is ridiculous. But, you know, we're blessed to have all these stores to go to in Montgomery County, so I can't complain too much. last night the Raiders played the Chargers, and the Raiders absolutely demolished the Chargers. I think it was like 63-21, but it was really like 60-0 for most of the game. I think I didn't really get to watch the whole game, but it looked like the Chargers just like completely gave up or just forgot how to play football or something. I know the Raiders are pretty good, but I didn't think they were capable of just demolishing the Chargers like that, which is weird because they have Justin Herbert and stuff. But you know, it's the NFL. Anything happens in that league. It's unpredictable. Yeah, Commanders playing this week against the Jets, I think. Need to double check that. Not being a great fan, but just because, you know, we came off the bye week, that kind of threw me off. But I know we're playing the Jets either this week or next week, and Aaron Rodgers might be coming back. Oh yeah, shout out Sketch for this early Christmas gift. Got my shark hat on, looking fly. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers might be coming back, and that could be bad news for the Commanders. But I mean, either way, it's bad news because we find a way to lose every game except for 4. I was watching Andrew Schultz podcast earlier. He had Action Bronson on, which is really dope. He's a really cool rapper, you know. He's been around from, I remember like 2010, like that era, and then on. I think he said he's been rapping for 15 years, so yeah, checks out. But yeah, it was a cool podcast. I like Andrew Schultz. He can be a little over the top sometimes, but he seems like a genuinely real guy for the most part. But yeah, that was a good podcast. My neck is super sore. I don't know if it's from teaching PE or if it's from playing basketball, but yeah, I need to ice that some more. But yeah, so I've been playing basketball every Monday at the rec center, and that's always funny. There's always somebody getting mad. Like my one friend was playing really hard defense on this other dude, and the dude got so mad he chucked the ball at my friend, and it was just ridiculous. But you know, some people just don't like it when you hit him with that good defense. I mean, I don't really love it when people play tight D when I'm playing, but it's part of the game, you know, and you gotta respect good defense. But yeah, and then I played last night at a different rec center and just stunk. Like, I didn't make a shot. I played in 2, maybe 3 games. Didn't make a shot. Didn't make a layup. Got blocked to Kingdom Come. I had the ball in a fast break. Went for the weak finger roll, and a guy just swats my stuff, and I was like, man, that stinks. Jacked up so many threes, clink, clank, just brick. Just couldn't make a shot to save my life. But yeah, I don't know. Either I'm just getting old or I just had an off night. Maybe both are true. But yeah, thanks for tuning in to Friday Thoughts. Hope you guys have a blessed weekend and a happy holiday. Peace out.